Chapter 1. The Students. I seem to have been spending so much time focusing on my personal life, my sexual life, that I started neglecting the practice. I really needed to refocus my priorities and continue with my mission and the reason for moving to San Francisco in the first place, to help as many gay men as possible. I really couldn't afford to bring on another therapist into the practice, so I really needed to brainstorm some ideas to really maximize my exposure. I decided to go to Hard Richards one night after work. Things were just getting to be stressful, and I was actually starting to run out of money. I could only see so many patients, and even with Rocky's free help, I was just barely making it by. Hanging at the bar almost every night wasn't helping much either, between the booze and the boys. Money really went fast in this town. I didn't even realize it was college ID night, and I definitely didn't remember college guys being so fucking hot. All these 21-year-olds were running around with their shirts off, some in thongs with their big cocks practically bulging out the side. I saw Nick get on stage and the college guys all went running. I mean, who wouldn't want to try and get a piece of him? He was damn near perfect. Of course, he saw me sitting at the bar and I realized I needed to leave before his show was done. I finished my drink, and as I was walking out, something on the community bulletin board caught my eye. The board was normally full of advertisements for prep and gay events, so I was surprised to see an advertisement from the university. Interns needed. It was a flyer promoting the local internship program at the university. And that's when it hit me. Why pay to hire a therapist when I could just hire interns? Not only would the labor be free to me, but I might even be able to get some hot action out of it. I called the university and set up a meeting with the head of the program. They told me, as a private practice, I could have a maximum of 2 internships, and that I just needed to submit my full business case for the students to review, and then if anyone was interested, they would forward the applications to me. Within a week, I had received over 200 applications and had no clue how I was going to sort through all of them. Although there were a few female applicants, I really wanted to go for male interns, not just for my own pleasure, but because gay men are typically more comfortable talking to other gay men. I wanted to be fair in the process, though, and give everyone a chance, so I selected 5 to interview, 2 females and 3 males. The females just sucked, and I quickly knew I wasn't going to select them. The 3 guys who I decided to interview were typical college hunks. Andy and Joe were obviously gay. Andy was really fit and had the build of a runner. Joe was a bit of a skater, but just as equally built as Andy. Scott was straight, or at least he seemed to be. He was obviously into lifting and had some of the biggest arms I had ever seen. The school only approved me to hire 2 interns, but I really wanted all 3 of them. So I decided to offer Scott a private internship, not sponsored by the school, that came with a small weekly stipend. He said he really wanted to learn more about gay culture and how to improve his own stance on being an ally, and accepted. So I was right. He was straight. It wasn't going to be a bad thing having a straight guy around. They all agreed to start the following week, with each of them doing 2 days a week, all being present on Fridays. That would give me help nearly each day of the week, which was going to have a huge impact on my ability to scale the practice. They were all therapy majors, and it was nice to be able to share my experience and knowledge with people aspiring to follow the same career. Plus, this was going to make for some really nice eye candy in the office.